The F-Droid open source Android app store has marked all Bible apps, so applications that help you read the Bible or look at Bible quotes or verses. They have labeled all Bible apps as not safe for work and promotes porn. And it looks like they're trying to move to completely remove all not safe for work apps, which might include Bible apps. This is absolutely asinine. I'm going to walk you through what I've seen so far, bit by bit. I've been kind of posting this all over at X as I get all the details for it. All right, so F-Droid, open source Android app store. They have declared that all Bible apps contain an anti-feature that means it is not safe for work. So the following label has been applied to all apps on F-Droid which quote the Bible. Quote, this app has features you may not like. This app contains content that should not be publicized or visible everywhere. So initially, the F-Droid developers only applied this anti-feature warning to the Christian Bible, stating that the Quran is, quote, much less explicit. So they weren't applying the not safe for work to the Quran. After a considerable amount of pushback, the Quran apps have now also received the not safe for work type warning, though not as extreme. In fact, and I'll show you some of this here in a moment, but the Bible apps are the ones that get the bulk of it. So here's a screenshot of the Bible Verse app, daily Bible verses from BibleGateway.com. Okay, so Bible verses. This app has features you may not like. Okay, it should not be viewed or publicized everywhere. Oh, got it. Here is the merge request to mark Bible apps as not safe for work, which was accepted in. Here's another app, Bible Notify. This app contains content that should not be visible everywhere, blah, 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 blah. And then here's a quote from a F-Droid developer, specifically about the Quran. I don't know if there's something like this in Quran yet. From what I read, Quran is not suitable for children, but it's much less explicit than Bible, so I'm not sure if it's not safe for work. Again, there was a lot of pushback on that, so they eventually did add the not safe for work to the Quran. But what's really weird is they added some very specific warnings to the Bible app, specifically calling it out as promoting pornography. This is a very real thing, but they won't add that tag to the Quran, which is peculiar. So according to F-Droid developers, other apps which may display not safe for work content, such as browsers, Reddit apps, ebook readers, etc., will not be receiving the not safe for work warning. Only Bible apps. Quote, those apps are designed to read Bible, and there are not safe for work contents in Bible. Now, several of you can tell exactly why I'm laughing, because there's, for one thing, the Bible is in lowercase here, and there's no the in front of it. It's just in Bible, read Bible, and contents in Bible. It suggests to me that, one, I don't know if the person is a native English speaker. I can't quite tell that. It seems a bit iffy, but clearly is also not a person that reads the Bible, right? Is not Jewish, is not Christian, etc., etc., etc. So we don't flag general apps such as ebook readers and browsers, but they are going to flag Bible readers. To me, is ridiculous. Now, I want to point out that the F-Droid organization has a tendency to lean very heavy leftist when it comes to political activism. The F-Droid logo is often put on top of the the Progress Pride trans flag. They fly that regularly. In fact, their X account currently has the Progress Trans pride flag listed behind their logo. So this is not out of the ordinary for them to move hard left politically. It's just not. But this is strange that they're so actively going after the Bible here. Here's a screenshot showing the And Bible application, which is a very inoffensive application. It's just, the Bible. Quote, this anti-feature promote porn and violence contents. Now, again, the English here is terrible. Promote porn and violence contents. I want to laugh at it, but I also want to get angry at it. And this is what it looks like when you view that from the app itself on an Android device. The message is a little bit less specific if you view it on the website, but that's what it looks like on the app itself. Now, here's where this starts to get a little bit more interesting. This is not just simply that there's a flag at the bottom of an app store listing for all Bible apps, right? That can be ignored by people. But this has real world ramifications in terms of application visibility. So on the app itself, in order to see these Bible apps now inside the app, you have to specifically enable not safe for work searches, right? So you have to say, well, I want to learn about, I don't know, the book of Genesis. Well, you have to enable not safe for work search results to me, which means that now you're going to see stuff that you probably don't want to be seeing because you're searching for Bible stuff in order to read the Bible. That's asinine. That's absolutely asinine that's the case. And the developers of F-Droid are doubling and tripling down on it. And to make it even worse, there is an ongoing discussion around possibly removing all not safe for work flagged applications from F-Droid entirely. This is because of, various laws in a variety of European countries. Quote, with this in mind, I would like to propose to slowly phase out the apps that currently have the not safe for work tag and agree to amend the inclusion policy to state that no additional apps that require age verification be allowed into the main repository. Basically, they're looking at removing not safe for work apps. But what's crazy about this is that would include Bible apps. So right now, and there's a whole lot of conversations going on around this. If you go to the GitLab page for F-Droid, you can find lots of conversations happening and debates happening among F-Droid developers, users, and contributors, both directions on this, both for and against phasing out of not safe for work apps like Bible apps. And who knows which way they'll end up going, but right now, that's on the table. So F-Droid's looking at potentially removing Bible apps from their app store because they're not safe for work. And according to F-Droid developers, they promote pornography. I reached out to the F-Droid team because I was like, hey, what's going on? What's happening here? I'm going to be covering this on Monday. Would you like to supply a comment? I reached out to them over the weekend. They did respond. It wasn't a big response. I'm going to read it to you entirely here. Quote, not safe for work has been a long and controversial topic, so please see, and then they provided links to the posts that I actually screenshotted above, so you can see some of those posts already. Those links to have a bigger understanding of our conundrum. It's not only Bible apps for your information, Quran apps got it too the other day. And that is very much true. So initially, the Quran was allowed completely and had no flagging whatsoever. And of course, they caved on that, but they didn't apply the promotes pornography thing to the Quran, only the Bible. I don't know. I have a lot of opinions here. I have a lot of feelings around this, but this is annoying and frustrating. Now, one thing that's worth noting throughout all of this is that F-Droid is in a really precarious position right now, unrelated to this particular kerfluffle. Google is working right now to lock down the ability to sideload applications on Android by requiring developers to sign up for paid developer accounts and whatnot, even if they just want to sideload an application, which is effectively what the F-Droid App Store does. It's a front end for sideloading Android applications. And so there's a very real discussions going on right now about what the future of F-Droid will look like, and the possibility of F-Droid not really being all that viable going forward, at least for a large number of developers. So there's a whole lot of issues going on with F-Droid, but it seems to me like they're kind of just pre-shooting themselves in the foot here. Declaring Bible apps as not safe for work and promoting porn and containing content that should not be publicized or visible. I mean, come on now. That is asinine and insane. And the fact that they drug their feet as hard as possible before putting a similar flag on the Quran is ridiculous. Now, I would mention the Torah, except there's no Torah apps on on the F-Droid. F-Droid's just not large enough for a whole heck of a lot of applications. There's a good number of them on there, but realistically, it's not a broad, sweeping collection of applications used by millions and millions of people. It's I dare say, from the looks of the number of applications submitted to F-Droid, it almost looks like it's shrinking by the day. So not terribly wonderful news all the way around, but it is what it is. And it does show a distinct political leaning of the F-Droid developers, that they are sticking to their guns and not only putting up a warning on all Bible apps, but making it so people can't find Bible apps when they search for them unless they enable not safe for work searches, which is insane. But they're digging in. They're going to stick to it, because they want to, and they are the kind of people that put their logo in front of a trans flag. Thank you to the Lunduke Journal subscribers for allowing me to stay on top of this sort of ridiculous shenanigans. Go to lunduke.com and click on a bunch of links, because you love clicking on links. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerds and nerdettes across the inner tubes, I do declare end broadcast.